phrase "give us our roses while we're still here" is credited to Black trans artist B. Parker and is used on November 20th during Trans Day of Remembrance, or TDOR, as a rallying cry to remind us to honor the lives of trans people while we're still alive to receive it, instead of waiting until we've passed. As a trans woman, this day is never easy. The omnipresence of anti-trans violence is suffocating at times, especially recently. Earlier this year, I felt compelled to create a piece of art celebrating this holiday. I was first inspired by this photograph of famous trans activist Marsha P. Johnson, who, with her friend Sylvia Rivera, is largely credited with pioneering what we now know as the modern LGBTQIA+ rights movement. When stumbling across this photo of Marsha, with her iconic flowers in her hair and radiant smile framed in a classic red lip, I was awestruck by how luminous she looked, like a goddess of light. Ever since I first learned about her, I was always inspired by Marsha and her light. B. Parker's empowering words ring in my ears every November, and I wanted to create something that honored them. So, starting with a woodblock print of a bouquet of roses, I began working. I decided to reference Marsha's photograph by using a color palette taken from the photo itself. Saturated colors tinged with the patina of vintage film. The colors warm, almost incandescent. I wanted the words to be the main inspiration for this piece, and I wanted to complement the clean blocks of color with organic, handwritten text. I really enjoy the juxtaposition of digital art with analog textures. My handwriting isn't particularly good, and it's made much worse when I try to write digitally, so I took a brush tip pen, scrawled the phrase in my sketchbook, scanned the sketch with my phone, and vectorized the text, making it easier to work with at any size or resolution. I decided early on that I wanted to use this design for an Hermes-style scarf. I've always been fascinated by fashion as art, and vice versa. I was excited about having a personal piece that carried a message beyond just a bouquet of pretty flowers. The first iteration of this design featured my name in the center, a la Gucci, with the text framing the flowers, subtly peeking out from behind the leaves and petals. But after taking a look at this design, I felt a sort of pang of guilt, like I was minimizing the message in favor of some tacky, self-aggrandizing aesthetic. So I came to my senses, and I realized that the words are the most important part of the piece, and they deserve to stand out above everything else. I aligned the text with the roses themselves, and matched the color to the ivory white rosebuds in the bottom right corner, just to make them really pop. I then removed my name from the center of the work, and placed it on the outer edges so that I could still sign the piece without making my name the main focus. Originally, I just designed this piece to be a part of my personal collection with a commemorative video essay describing the process, but I realized after completing the final design that I had an opportunity to not only share this art, but to do some good while doing so. Using a site called Threadless, I decided to upload my art and feature it as a print-on-demand design. The thing that stood out to me about Threadless was that not only did they have an option to print scarves, something that most POD sites don't offer, but they also have a built-in feature where artists can donate a portion of their proceeds to a charity of their choosing. So, 50% of any money I make selling prints of this design will go directly to the National Center for Transgender Equality, plus an additional donation made by Threadless themselves. I'm not sponsored by Threadless in any way, I just like that they make it easy to raise money for worthy causes, especially one so close to my heart. So if this is a piece that speaks to you and you want to have a print of it for yourself, you can follow the link in the description, or you can find it at my Linktree. As an unhoused individual, I'm not sharing this art to strike it rich or make a bunch of money. My main goal is to be able to support and celebrate my community at a time when we need it most, and a time when my means to do so are few. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making an art video essay. I think I'm going to attempt a few more in the near future. Happy Trans Day of Remembrance, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.